Hello students, this is Abhijit Shah from SNCS. So today we will continue our study from symbols. Okay. So on every map, certain signs, symbols and letters are used to represent the features of the on the Earth's surface. So we use various kind of signs and symbols for the represent of any kind of features, and there are called conventional signs and symbols. So there have some signs and symbols, those are internationally accepted, they are called as conventional signs and symbols. A variety of features, both natural and man-made, are depicted with the help of symbols on the map, and we use various kind of symbols for various kind of features for the rivers, ponds, settlement, roads and trees. These symbols are accepted universally and are used all over the world. Okay, so these are universally accepted. A list of conventional signs and symbols is called legend, and the list where all kinds of symbols are depicted, they are called as legend. So representation of political boundaries, so we use this kind of symbol for the international boundary, this for the state boundary, this kind of symbol for the state boundary undermarketed, and next these kinds of symbol for the boundary of district. And representative transport and communication, we use to this red color two continuous line for denoting the metal road, two dotted line for unmetal road, this kinds of curvy one line for the car track, this is for the pack track, this is river dry with a water channel, so this is dry river, and where one was narrow water channel is situated, and this is river with island and rocks, and in this river there have islands and there have also rocks, and this is denoted as a for the tank. Okay, and it is dry, if they are blue color then it will be that watery tank, but now it is in this symbol, with this symbol we denote the dry tank. Next is permanent heart denoted by this kinds of rectangular symbol, and capital city is denoted by this circular symbol. Okay, and there have another kind of symbols that international boundary, these are also already discussed. Bridge, for the bridge, this river, footpath, cultivable land, yellow color we use basically for denoting the cultivable land. Next is car track, these kinds of symbol we use for the distribution or for the denoting the features. Okay, and diagrammatic representation of geographical features. So river, a river is a body of water that flows downhill in a channel, usually towards the ocean. Okay, and rivers rise on the higher slopes and are joined by a number of other rivers and streams. The entire area drained by the river and its tributaries is known as drainage system. So entire this river system is called as drainage system. A well-shaped river valley can be divided into three stages. So we can divide into three stages: upper course, middle course and lower course. A river is a stream of water flowing from higher ground level to lower ground level. The origin of a river is called source of the river, where a river is originate, which is called as source of the river, and the place where the river meets the sea is called its mouth, and where they meet basically in the sea they are called as mouth, and where here the river forms the delta, and basically in the mouth of the sea where river is meet to sea, there river formed some deltas. The course of the river as it originates from a mountain has three stages, that there have upper course, middle course and the lower course, and in every stage it forms several landforms. So in every stage, upper course, middle course and lower course, river made some landforms. So that in the upper course, that here the river flows very swiftly, so the river flow very swiftly in the upper course, that means very speedily, and it generally forms V-shaped valley, and in the upper course they generally form the V-shaped valley. Okay, so V-shaped valley they formed in the upper course, and in the stage it is harnessed for hydroelectricity in the stage, and in this stage the river flows very rapidly, and that's why we can use the water for making the hydroelectric power. Next is the middle course. It is the second stage where the speed of the river gets reduced. So the river speed is little bit reduced, and the load of the river is deposited and is forms meanders. And in this course, river basically form these kinds of meander. Okay, bent like structure, and oxbow lake also formed in this course, and many tributaries meet the main river in its middle course, and many tributaries are originate, those are meet in the main river. Next is the lower course. In the third stage or lower course, the river divides into many distributaries as it starts deposition the fine silt called alluvium, and in this lower course basically river create some distributaries from their main stream, and they also deposited some seed like structure, those are called as alluvium, and brought down from the mountains and forms a delta, and it is very fertile in nature, like the Sundarban delta is also very fertile with the help of alluvial silt. Next is features formed in different stages of a river that meander. In the plains, the river moves leisurely and its course forms broad edge-shaped loop or curves, and these curves are called meander. Okay, so these curves are called as meander. When the course of the river lies in a flat land, the irregularities of the ground force the river to swing from side to side in wide bends and forms, and the word meander is used to describe winding pattern of the Boyuk meander river of Turkey. So this is originated from the Boyuk meander river in Turkey. Okay, and this meander is developed and they create the oxbow lake in a certain process. So these meander with a process they create the oxbow lake. These are called as oxbow lake, and these are made from the meanders. Next is tributaries. The tributary is a system on river that flows into a larger stream or main stream or parent river or a lake. Okay, a tributary does not flow directly into a sea or ocean. So tributaries are meet with the main river, and then the main river is meet to the ocean. Okay, so tributary does not flow directly into the sea. Tributaries and main river drain to surrounding drainage basin of its surface water and groundwater, leading to the water out into an ocean. A confluence where two or more bodies of water meet together, it refers to the joining of the tributaries. Okay, and distributaries are what? When sediments build up along the river's main channel, the channel gets blocked and the river is forced to divide. So distributaries means when main river is divided into some small rivers, then they are called as distributaries of the main river. And distributary is a river or stream that branches off the main stream and flows away. And distributaries are most often found in river deltas. The phenomenon of distributaries is known as river bifurcation. So river is divided into some parts, that's what this is called as river bifurcation. Next is delta. What is delta? As the river nears the sea or ocean towards the end of its journey, its course is blocked by its own deposit, forming a fan-shaped alluvial deposit called delta. The word delta, which originated from the Greek letter delta. So the delta is originated from the Greek letter delta and closely resembled the triangular delta of Nile, and due to the obstruction caused by the deposited alluvium, the river discharges its water through several channels called distributaries. Like Hooghly river, there have also situated some deltas, and some deltas are extremely larger. Example, Ganga Brahmaputra delta is almost as big as the whole of West Malaysia, and Ganga Brahmaputra delta is the world's largest delta, and it is very popular, and it is more or less as a size, this is more or less like the size of Malaysia. And deltas differ much in their size, shape, growth and importance. Okay, a number of factors such as the rate of sedimentation, the depth of the river, the seabed, the character of the tides, currents and waves greatly influence the formation of delta. So there are some factors, the tide, currents and waves. Due to these factors, the deltas are formed, and the deltas formations also depends on these activities. And anticline and syncline. So what is anticline and syncline? Anticlines and synclines are terms associated with the folding of the rock strata. During the process of folding, folds are formed in the Earth's crust due to compression, and the earth or upraised parts of the folds are known as anticline. So, in a fold, which part is situated in the upward side, they are called as anticline, this bend, and the downward side is called as syncline. Okay. And what is block mountains? That these mountains were formed when a mass of land was pushed up between parallel cracks or faults in the earth's crust, or by sinking of the land around them. So when in a rock strata there created some fault or crack like structure, then what happened, one portion is actually moved to the down portion, and the another the sider part is actually placed as a hilly condition, then it is called as block mountain. Okay, in this way the block mountains are originate.